What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jared. Y'all, tonight is gonna be a night full of hypocrisy, bullshit, and all things women. Apparently this woman right here that we're taking a look at is a woman that's looking for a God-fearing man who can lead and provide. No cookie before marriage. You know, at this point, baby mamas need to stop with that bullshit. Yeah, have less of a body count after you have a child, but the problem is you didn't have that same smoke and energy for the man that you got pregnant by. So let's get it.
Carolina's in the building. Hello.
Hi, Kim. Oh, sorry.
You ready?
Hello. Yes, I'm ready.
Look, you have good light.
Thank
Your
you.
car's not moving, right?
No, it's not moving. I'm in the parking.
Okay. Keep the phone steady on you.
Okay.
You have good light. You look good. But keep the phone steady. We're good to go.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your name, honey?
Ashley.
Ashley, where are you calling me from?
So
Where do you live?
Georgia.
Is the question.
So I live in Arizona, but I'm visiting in Georgia.
Okay. But you live in Arizona.
Yes.
How old are you, love?
I'm 29.
29. What do you do for a living?
I'm in the Army.
Okay. You look good. I can tell you in shape.
Thank
Your
you.
skin looks good. Okay.
Thank
Do
you
you have
so
any
much.
kids?
I do. I have a daughter. She is 8 years old.
Have you ever been married?
Yes, I'm divorced. The first marriage don't count in the military.
Why is that?
You know, it's the impulsivity of you find that one person and you think that is it, so you're eager, and impulsivity leads to a lot of destruction. So I was very
what I've
impulsive.
been learning from the show is you have to get married if you're pregnant in the military.
Not necessarily. You can give up your rights to your child, but luckily in my situation, I have a good family care plan that I didn't have to go with that solution. So yes.
Wait, you got.
So you talking about your first marriage didn't count while you was in the military? What the hell does that mean? She said that we had to give rights up. I've never been in the military, but I'm pretty sure that's actually quite common. But the thing is, I swear y'all love. Never mind. You know what? Let's let this play some more.
I give up your rights to your child. I don't know that
Yes,
part.
that's if sorry, if you initially join and you are a single parent, you have to give up your rights to someone that primarily can take care of the child until you're done with training, and then you can get your rights back, but it just depends on the area where you go. The unit defines that because
So
of
I've heard men that say, is it in order for you guys to travel together? Because I had people up here, men in particular, who told me they got married, but they had to get married when they were in the military because they had a baby. So is it because if you want to travel the same places, you got to be married?
Well, not necessarily. They may said that so they either don't pay child support or is one of those.
More money. They give you more money if you get married.
That's what I was about to say. If they want to get more money, depending on if they're gonna exercise the right of child support. So it's a scheme, but it's one of those things where if it's the betterment of the child, that's who they should be looking after, the child. The relationship, not so much, and it usually don't last.
Okay, I'm loving this.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Let me ask you this.
So the question is, why did you get pregnant? I mean, you know what? I don't even have to answer that question. You was impulsive. But it just sounds, you talking about is a scheme that they do in the military. That says a lot about the women and the men that go into the military. I can say that. Well, the women and men that have children out of wedlock, I should say.
Are you officially divorced?
Oh yes, 6 years. So
okay, we got
way
it.
over.
All right. Ashley, Arizona, 29, Army, mom to an 8-year-old, but she's divorced. And what's your zodiac sign? Do you believe in that?
I don't believe in it, but I'm Aquarius, and just by association of the month.
Okay, Aquarius. All right, so we got Ashley, Arizona, 29, Army, mom to an 8-year-old, divorced. I think I have it all. So Army is your profession.
Yes.
Okay. What kind of man are you looking for, love?
A God-fearing man, someone that has a vision, that has a job, that's able to add value to my life. And
First of all, you want a God fearing man. That's the first problem. Most men are God fearing.
For love.
a God-fearing man, someone that has a vision, that has a job.
Someone that has a vision and a job. Okay, but this is the part where that lost me.
That's able to add value to my life and not just sit at the church, but actually open up his Bible and read the word.
Add value to your life. Somebody say it with me now. She ain't offered nothing but tarnished coochie that's been in the military, and we all know she probably been ran through in the military. That is a damn trope in the military. All these women that go in the military, they get smashed in the military. Over here talking about somebody that brings value. Bitch, please.
And not just say he goes to church, and he needs to have a church home. So he needs to be God led. Not, and I don't want somebody that goes to the club or excessively drink. That's not what I'm looking for. I know.
Here's the thing, ma'am. The church ain't godly no more. Here's the thing. You can practice your faith at home by reading your Bible and living a godly life. But the problem is y'all want a man that goes to church and that listen to that bullshit that's spewed in church and acting like that's the word of God when everybody know that ain't the word of God. That's the word of a scammer and a hustler. Damn near every preacher out there is out there preaching for money. They don't believe in the Bible themselves. They pimps and they hoes in the church. Most of these pastors nowadays got scandals in the damn church, smashing and fucking everything that moves in the church. Let her have a little short ass skirt on and some too little ass dress on. Oh my God, she's gonna be getting it down in the church of God, and I'm telling you that right now. I've seen this shit my damn self, and I'm pretty sure most of y'all can doggone say that shit too.
What I want for my life. So he has to be able to lead and be a provider.
Ooh, let's break it down.
Well, ma'am, I'm sorry. You didn't have a leader and a provider when you had your child, so therefore you only qualify for what your baby daddy is.
So provider is you don't want to pay any bills?
Not necessarily, but as far as he can pay like the big bills, like the mortgage, I can pay the utilities and pitch in where I need to, but he doesn't need to depend on me. I understand that most people probably go to the TRICARE benefits. I'm not here to raise anybody or fall for potential. The only potential that I believe in is the 8-year-old that's in my house. Other than that, nobody else. I don't fall for potential at this age.
Well, at this age, you are going to remain single because therefore you're not offering anybody but your box. So therefore, you basically just shot yourself in the foot, ma'am. Sorry to tell you that you shot yourself in the foot. Ain't nobody wanting this. Nobody's wanting it. Nobody's gonna take it. And what you're gonna have to realize is you're really not offering anything but your box. That's the only thing you're offering. And the problem is, you can find out the hard way shortly.
Ooh, a couple of things you said I want to get clarity. What's TRICARE?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's our healthcare. So most people, because they either want the TRICARE benefits, sometimes they know more about the benefits than I do. So preferably nobody that's a military brat because they act like they know it all. And I want somebody that I can teach in a way and have that suspense. I don't like to deal with know-it-alls.
Okay, and then do you and
She's talking about she don't want to deal with nobody that's a know-it-all. It sounds like she's a know-it-all too. So basically, she's talking about herself. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Let them talk long enough, they shoot themselves in the foot every fucking time. Next.
you want to get married again?
I do. I believe in love. I believe in the structure of friendship and then marriage. I don't believe in boyfriend and girlfriend. I believe in that structure. That's the only covenant that God honors, and that's the only covenant that I see myself locked in.
So why is it all about God now after you've had a child outside of wedlock? You're talking about that you want to go based upon the godly principles, but the problem is you aren't a godly woman. First of all, you're first of all, it teaches in the Bible is man, woman, and child, yes. But then it also says be fruitful and multiply with your husband, stating that you should be married before you carry. So therefore, the way that you're living your life isn't godly either. And then on top of that, you're in the military, which you, excuse what I'm about to say, isn't a godly profession for a woman anyways. So therefore, you have not lived your life a godly woman in the first place. So now that you're your age, and now you want somebody that's a godly man to come in and take care of you and your damn kid, and you over here talking about you want a godly man, when meanwhile you're not a godly woman. I'm noticing every time these women like this always start talking about God. They always start talking about God in the sense of I'm saved now after being a hoe. We know she done got ran through in the military. We already know this. She's gotten ran through in the military, and she got a child. So let me put in perspective. We know she's been in the military. We can already probably say that she's been ran through in the military due to the stories that a lot of men and a lot of women have had and told their stories about their time in the military. So we can already probably verify that this woman's been ran through in the military. She had a child before she went into the military, I think she said. So that coupled with her history, with her possible history in the military, this woman probably has been ran through her whole life ever since she turned 14, 15, 16 years old. And that's just me saying based upon the statistics of black women having sex. So, excuse me for what I'm saying, but it sounds like that.
Okay, another question is, provider, do you expect your new man to provide for your child?
Yes, I feel like she needs to be included. So, of course, I'm not going to stop my role as being a mom because that is my responsibility. But also, too, if he's going to accept me, my daughter is a 2-for-1 special. Um,
Well, damn that 2-for-1 special when he can get a 1-for-1 special and not have to deal with a baby daddy and baby mama drama. I swear, she's acting like she's the prize. Ma'am, you are not the prize. I'm sorry to tell you that. And I'm not even trying to be harsh. You are not the prize. You talk about you a 2-for-1 special. Yeah, 2-for-1 special at Applebee's. Like what the fuck? Like y'all acting like you damn deserve damn Ruth Chris in this bitch.
so he's not going to leave her out. He's not going to prioritize, say if he had a kid over her or the favoritism. I'm not with it. My stepdad, he's very commendable. My mom had 4 kids prior to meeting him, and he made us feel inclusive.
That's why she thinks that. She just told a damn story right there. Her mom had 4 kids before her mom met her stepdad. So basically, her stepdad came in and made her and her siblings his children, in a sense. So basically, he took his wife's bad decisions, and it sounds to me like she was grateful for it to have a man that will accept her with 4 kids. Now the problem is that was in a whole different generation. Now we're in the new era. Men ain't taking that fucked up deal no more. So she's putting on the stuff, her being a single mom and thinking that she has the same value that she had. But also, she's looking at the history and she's thinking that it's the same dating market Meanwhile, she's on a whole dating show looking for a man and doesn't realize that you are in the worst off position than what your mom was in because your mom actually found a husband. You're having to go to a whole dating show to get a husband, to find a man that's going to take you serious in a dating market where men are starting to say, fuck it, I'm not taking that bad deal.
So I'm all about inclusiveness.
Okay, okay. So we got clarity. Now, what are your deal breakers?
Someone that smokes, someone that drinks excessively, someone that doesn't have self-control, that lacks discipline, a cheater. Um, those are my deal. And a man that doesn't believe in God. I don't want an unbeliever.
Okay. Now, your daughter's father, is he active?
No, he got out of the military. He drives trucks now.
I meant active as a father to your child.
I would say this. On her birthday, he comes once a year, so if that counts, not necessarily, but I don't want to talk bad about him, but I guess he
That's
does what
fine.
he
That's
can
fine.
do.
Only reason I'm
I'll
asking.
You said he drives trucks, then you talk about he only comes around once a year. So I'm not going to sit here and say that he's a bad father or not. I'm going based upon what you're saying, ma'am. It sounds to me like you dated married, and got pregnant by a guy that wasn't a good candidate of being a father, and now you're looking for another man to step up and be a dad. You're looking for a step up pappy. It ain't happening.
That because I'm going to have a follow up question because I already know how my show goes, right? So
yeah.
I know men will say you want a new man to provide for your child more than the biological father. And you want a new man to be, I guess, essentially a better father figure than her biological father. What would you say
Well,
to that?
I would say this. You can never replace the role of a father because she is always going to long for that relationship with him. So I'm not looking for someone to play stepdad. If you're coming into my household, you have to be able to have inclusiveness. And
You just contradicted yourself, ma'am. You just said a man's coming in and dealing with a 2-for-1 special. That came out of your mouth. I'm not speculating shit. I'm going based upon what you're saying, ma'am. You said he's coming into a 2-for-1 special, meaning he's going to have to deal with you and your child. You're going to be looking for him to take care of your child, just like that child is his own. You just stated that. So you just contradicted the fuck out of yourself and you don't even realize it. And you on here talking like you smart. You may be book smart, man, but you sound like a dumbass.
he pays child support. So I would give him the brownie points there. He does do that. So if that's what he's trying to replace instead of his presence, then I just have to deal with the consequences of my actions. And it is what it is.
Okay, fair enough. I love that we can have this
Oh,
conversation. You're articulate
yes.
and you can respond to everything. All right, keeping it forward with my questions. Should he look a certain way?
Um, so I'm off the looks thing, he has to be bearable to look at, but I'm off the whole, certain requirements. I feel like my preference is probably the reason why I'm still single. So I'm open.
Your preference as in looks? Ooh, hello? What happened? Ashley, I can't hear you. Your volume went out, baby girl.
I'm sorry, as far as looks, I'm more so open to the ideal of I'm just open to just trying to get out my comfort zone. I'm very sheltered and I am. So I'm just trying to get out my comfort zone.
Okay. What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
So I'm at the point, as long as he has a job, but I don't have, as long as he has a job. So if he can match what I make or a little bit more, that's great. But we'll see. As long as he's not a liar, because I know some people they say they're entrepreneurs, and that's a new term nowadays. Entrepreneur of what? Of your dreams or what? Because I just don't want to be sold a dream. So I'm straightforward, and people don't like it, and it is what it
Wait,
is.
so you said a lot of people use the term entrepreneur, but they don't really
Yes.
got anything going on.
No.
You can say the same thing about a lot of these women that come on this damn show. So basically, you talking about your damn self. Wow, ain't that something? She's talking about entrepreneurship, but yet it's her sisters that keep on saying they're entrepreneurs, knowing damn well they ain't got shit going on for them damn self. Ain't that fucking ironic?
No. They're entrepreneur, their dreams, but they don't know how to. Yes. No.
Okay, so with that being said, but there's no exact money requirement.
No, at least I'll say make at least how I'm making, 1 second, around like 60K and up.
All right, so bare minimum 60K and up. Okay, honey, let's do the Kendra Cam. And don't be a fake entrepreneur. If you're an entrepreneur, you got to have legitimate income and a legitimate business. What's going on, sweetheart? Ashley, you keep freezing. Ashley?
Can
I
you
think
see me?
someone's calling her.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's time for
I'm
the
just,
Kendra Cam, baby girl.
uh, I don't know if you were able to see me.
No,
Good.
we got to do the Kendra Cam. We didn't see you, girl.
Okay.
There's something going on with your phone.
Uh, 1 second. 1 second. I'm gonna ask them. Can they hold my phone real quick? Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hold my phone real quick? I'm trying to do a Kendrick Cam. Sorry. 1 second.
He's doing it again. Bring it down, sir. No, face.
Yeah.
Okay. You look good. He can tell you in shape.
Bruh. At this point, I'm just like, bruh, this shit's not even funny no more. This shit's not even funny no more. Like, I swear it's always the bad built. Yeah, she's in shape, I guess. But it's always the women that put, never mind.
Hey,
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
gotcha. We saw you, honey. We saw
Okay.
you. All right, so
Thank
we
you.
got Ashley, Arizona, 29. What's the age range you want to date?
I'll say. So since my mom is still single, I don't want someone like in their 50s. So I'll say 27 to 39.
Your mom is single. You showed us that your mom got married to your stepdad.
Yes, well, they got a divorce now. So they
When did they get a divorce?
back in 2019.
How long were they married for?
Almost 20 something years.
So even your mammy can't even keep a damn marriage. So basically, that basically just proved that you can't keep no damn body. Your mom can't keep nobody. You can't keep nobody. And you over here acting like you damn about to get a man that's. Tell me something. If your mama can't keep a man, you can't keep a man. What makes you think you're a good contestant or a good candidate to be married to? The hell?
Why did they get a divorce after 20 something years?
They said they just grew apart. Like they stayed together because of us. And my stepdad said that he didn't want anybody raising us because he was already in the picture. So
Okay.
yeah.
So basically, he raised y'all like his own and got nothing for it. You basically told us why you want a good candidate because your mom. Looking at how your mom is, she didn't marry that man for love. She married that man out of necessity. She needed him. She needed him. She didn't love him. She needed his resources. And you expecting the man to come in and deal with you? And after just hearing that shit about your mom? That's your key example, ma'am. That is your key example. And you expecting a man to come in and deal with you? When you had your mom as a key example? and she didn't even love her husband, boy.
All right, we just being nosy because I remember you used
Oh
your
no.
mom earlier for an
Oh
example. Okay,
yeah.
fair
As far
enough.
as my stepdad, as far as him coming to the picture, yeah, I will always have respect for him, despite them not being together. I always will have respect for him, and and I respect their decision.
Okay, fair enough. So your age range is what again? 27 to what?
39.
39. Should he be in Arizona?
Oh, I'm sorry, my twin sister said 21 years. Distance is fine because I don't mind traveling because my daughter is my top priority.
You have a twin
Yeah,
sister?
a twin.
Identical?
Yeah.
Oh, how cool is that? All right, so are we saying 27 to 39?
Yes.
Okay. Distance is fine, though. He could be
Yeah,
anywhere.
he could be anywhere as long as he is not anywhere.
What does that mean?
Like he's like all over the place. How sowing his warrior oats.
Oh,
So long as he's
okay,
not.
got you. Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of which, could he have kids?
Yeah. I'll say 2 is max. 2 is max for me.
2 kids max.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what was your last relationship?
My last relationship was in February.
February. Okay. You
Yeah.
don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Oh, it's been a year.
Okay. Are you waiting for a relationship?
I'm waiting for marriage. So the reason why my last relationship ended because of me taking my faith more serious. So yeah, so I'm waiting until marriage.
So you're not having sex to get into your wedding night.
Yes.
So this man has to be a provider. Obviously, he has to accept you and your daughter, and you already have a child.
Yes.
And he's not gonna have sex with you until your wedding night.
Yes.
Are you dating within the church? Don't churches have single ministries?
So I feel like most of the people in the church, they're just in the church. So they're
Even Kendra repeating it back, she knew she knew this sounded dumb as shit. So he's having to take care of you. So let me hear you have. Let me show you. Like you think I'm bullshitting? Listen to this again.
Man has to be a provider. Obviously, he has to accept you and your daughter, and you already have a child.
Yes.
And he's not gonna have sex with you until your wedding night.
Yes.
She thought this shit sounded smart. Who would? What poor dumb bastard is gonna take this serious? What poor dumb? Matter of fact, let me rephrase that. What dumb poor bastard is gonna actually choose this? Now you want to hold out? Oh no! Fuck you and your damn bullshit, ma'am. Sorry, respectfully. Fuck you and your damn bullshit.
Are you dating within the church? Don't churches have single ministries?
So I feel like most of the people in the church, they're just in the church. So their values do not align. Some of them,
Just like you. Cause last time I checked, that's just like you. You saying this bullshit, but yet, my gosh, this is the reason why we need to bring Shane back.
Want a man that doesn't go to church and believes in all this?
No, I want him to, be a believer of the word and not of the world. So
but you want to find him in the world. You just said you've had to find him in the world and not in the church.
No, I want him in the church, but I feel like I want him to be active in the church. Like I want him to actually read his Bible and not of the world with the L. And I want him in his word because a lot of them just there to be present or are playing the instrument to get attention and saying hallelujah, but not actually being what God calls them to be. They want to have their identity praised versus being praised by God, if that makes sense.
Well, let me just say to that, the first thing I said is, are you dating within the church? And then you said, well, you feel like the men in the church are just there for to praise God and of the world. But so you want to find a worldly man that's into church?
No.
This woman don't know what the hell she want. She don't. She saying all this bullshit to sound good. She don't know what the fuck she want.
I don't want a worldly man. Sorry if it's confusing. I want a guy that's in the word. Like if he goes to church, because a lot of people just go to church just to say they go to church. I want him.
Just like you. You don't know what the fuck you want a man to be basically celibate into marriage. Meanwhile, you got a whole child, and he's gonna have to look at that child every time he look at you, and understand that the man that you not even with no more, got a child out of you, probably before marriage, and he's having to look at you and your child and be like, "I'm a fucking idiot for choosing this woman, and I can't even get no damn cheeks because of this, because of this." You sound like a stupid motherfucker, ma'am. You do. I'm gonna be honest with you. You sound like a dumb motherfucker that don't even know what the hell she want. And honestly, I don't know what man's gonna choose this shit. Good luck to you, but it ain't gonna happen soon like you think it is.
To be active reading his Bible and following the principles of the Bible, and not just say that
No,
he's
I
there.
get this. Here's the thing. I don't even like talking about religion too much because I
Uh-huh.
know once a person, like, I respect everybody's faith,
Uh-huh.
right? So I'm not challenging you in that realm at all. What I am saying is what you're asking for is, I think women got to understand this too. You're asking for a guy to, I mean, I'm quite sure you want to be some type of attractive, right? I know you say you don't got to be all like, you
Yeah.
don't got to be Denzel Washington, Idris Elba, fine, but at least presentable
Yeah.
enough for you to want to date him, right? So this presentable man who is going to be authentic, love on you, love on your daughter, and also saying, and also want to abstain from sexual activity until your wedding night. I'm not God, nor do I pretend, so I'll never say nothing is impossible. But you want to meet a man that already feels that way, right?
Yes.
I don't know too many worldly men that are on that path. And that's the men outside of the church. So I always urge women, as you find in God, I know churches have single conventions and single ministries. Like, I know you're there for Jesus, and I don't want to tell you not to be, but also if this is what you want, keep your one eye open for a guy too, because what you're asking for, I need for y'all to understand, is not a common trait.
Yeah, you're right. And that's probably why I'm still single, but I'll be patient because I'm not in a rush. So I don't want to get in.
No, you single because you dumb. That's the reason why you fucking single. What you asking for, most men are not gonna put up with that. Most men are not gonna want that. And to be quite frank, ma'am, you are asking for something that you are not even. And the fact of the matter is that, sorry to say it, you aren't, you can't command that attention from men and ask a man to put up with you, and you not even offering much. Even the women on my podcast are gonna say the same shit. You aren't offering anything. I can guarantee you. I can guarantee that. My mods, a lot of the women gonna say the same thing. I have a lot of women that listen to my channel, which shout out to y'all. But boy, you don't know.
Into something prematurely and it doesn't work out, because my time is valuable and their time is valuable as well. But I'm no longer compromising my morals and values to please someone else, and it just doesn't work.
Nor am I
Oh
telling
yeah,
you. What I'm
yeah,
trying to give you guidance is to find that like-minded individual, right? Like,
yes.
I'm not really trying to challenge you on your beliefs.
Kendra, the problem is you're trying to be nice when you're trying to talk to these type of women. Problem is, the thing what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to start being blunt, brutally honest with these women, because you trying to be the whole nice auntie to try to keep views and shit. The thing that you gonna have to do is you gonna have to start telling these women the truth. And the thing is, you trying to backstep everything you say and trying to be nice about it instead of just being fucking blunt about it. Ma'am, you aren't going to get what you asking for. You're asking for a man to come in and date you and not have sex with you, and then on top of that, you're wanting this man to take care of you and your kid. And what is he going to be getting? a baby mama, and then also you don't even have a good example of a woman, aka your mom, that kept the marriage. She was a baby mama of four, and she got married to your stepdad, and they got a divorce because. And your stepdad even said, "We got a divorce because I didn't want anybody raising y'all when I'm already in the picture." So they didn't do it. They didn't stay married because of love. They stayed married because your stepdad had a conscience and said that I don't want to deal. I don't want to leave somebody just to raise these kids when I'm already raising these kids as my own. And then they got a divorce. That's the reason why they stayed together. So you don't even have a good representation. You don't even have a good a good reference of how to be a wife. And then you're trying to doggone keep the box on top of that. You know what? I'm saying this. Cause don't take me wrong when I'm saying this. You can hold on to that box. But the thing is, y'all trying to hold on to it until marriage. Which, okay, understandably, that's what you should have done in the first place. But the problem is you have a whole child. And then also, you're talking about in a modern day, in a modern era, where everybody fucking. Everybody is fucking. Everybody fucking, everybody clapping cheeks, everybody doing all this stuff. You trying to do this and trying to tell people trying to basically hold that hostage. Meanwhile, you will have a whole child. And then also on top of that, you have women that are younger, basically selling it. So what are you offering this man other than your used coochie? And it's nothing, really, because you own Kendra G's show looking for a man. And on top of that, you couldn't even find a man in the church, but due to your high standards. So reality, you need to reassess your damn situation and worth, because 9 times out of 10, you gonna die alone. But shit, do you? I'm gonna start talking like I'm gonna start talking like Media Man. Shit, stop. Use them and discard them. That's what I'm gonna start saying from now on. Use them, discard them, because apparently these women don't want to be married anyways. I'm gonna start readjusting my message for that.
I'm trying to help you find these type of men that believe it already.
Oh yes. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So because listen, I'm gonna make you a highlight, right? And we not in the church, we in the world over here. And a lot of worldly men are gonna say you're reaching for the stars. They're gonna say, I mean, you're attractive, so I don't think anybody could challenge you there. But they will say you now already have a child that you want another man to take care of, and you're not gonna have sex until you get married. The worldly men are gonna say these things about you, right? Now, a man who understands your mindset, like you said, a church man, might not look at it that way. And that's why I'm saying, just so you could be prepared, because all the worldly men are gonna say,
Even a church going man is gonna see it as most men. She's if these are church going man and he's very confident in himself, he's gonna look at this as, okay, what is she gonna be offering me? What is she gonna be doing for me in the meantime that's gonna make it worthwhile for me to wait? It's only thing we've heard so far is about what she wants. What she wants the man to be, all this stuff about the man. Not one time has she said what she's going to be offering to that man that's going to make it worthwhile waiting for the cookie. Now, I don't mind the whole notion of waiting for the punani into marriage. But the thing is, what are you going to be providing me in the meantime that's going to make it worthwhile in order to damn get the cookie? So don't get it wrong when I'm saying she's got a child and she's waiting, she's trying to hold out after she have a child. That's not the whole point of it. It's part of it, but it's not the whole point. She's holding out, but she's not providing anything in the meantime that we know of. So that's what she's not. That's what she's not bringing forth. So let's get the rest of this.
Say these type of things.
Oh yeah, and that's fine because I'm used to what I say because I'll probably go on a date and then I don't hear back, and that's okay. That's confirmation from God that I don't need him. So, and maybe the guy that I'm looking for is not on social media.
Why do you have to? Okay, and I'm gonna say this, ladies. Do you have to tell that information on the first date?
I'm a straight shooter, so I don't want to lead anybody thinking of something more to it because most of the times, but I noticed that some people they want you go back to their house on the first date. That's not something that I'm willing to do. So
Ma'am, most men are not bringing you back to their house on the first fucking date. Most men are not bringing you back on the first date. So that right there tells me that you're not damn getting what you want. You're basically dating men that just want to just smash and dash. Any man that respects his peace and that wants his own peace is not bringing you back to his house on the first date. He's not bringing you back to his house on the first date, second date, maybe the third date after a few months of talking. But for the most part, most men are not bringing you back to their house on the first fucking date. So that's a misconception. That exposes to me that you out here just slinging coochie for the wrong men. That tells me that. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's continue.
I'm just straight up. So if it leads to, and that's why I'm always prepared to bring my own. So if I have to pay for my own tab, I'm okay with that because I'm not.
Okay, ladies, I'm about to give y'all some game. Okay, first things first. The first date, there are certain things you can't share. If he was to ask that, okay. But I think first date is a courtesy, right? Uh-huh. Like any man. I mean, if he asks you the question, then that's one thing, right? But I feel like sometimes what happens is there's things that people will do for someone that they love, but when they don't love them because that emotional string hasn't been attached yet, then they're not going to go the distance, right? So the first date, I don't think anyone has this emotional attachment, and a guy might be like, oh, she ain't having sex. In his mind, that ain't even an option, right? Now, again, I'm not saying keep it a secret. If he asks you, then he asks you, right? But I don't think anyone should feel obligated to have sex on the first date. I also don't think men should be obligated to spend $500 on the first date. Yeah, the first date is y'all just really communicating, getting to know each other. Do you vibe? I like your personality. That doesn't cost a man $500 to figure that out, nor should a woman require that. And a woman shouldn't require to open her legs after the date either, nor should a man require that. But I think that sometimes if you meet a guy from the jump and you say all this, he's going to be tuned out, right? Mm-hmm. Like, what? I'm not doing that. But as he gets to know you, he might feel like you're actually dope and I actually like you and I don't mind going on this journey with you, So again, I'm not telling you to be manipulative. I'm not saying that. But I do think just take it sometimes. You can say things that you want, but first date, have a good time, see if you vibe. And as you guys get to know each other more, like, you know what, this is kind of what I'm on right now. And you still might be friends, and he might say, you know what, I'm not really on this, and might go date, but then maybe you guys are still friends. And as he's dating, he might realize, dag, well, that girl Ashley was actually pretty dope. And maybe I want to get to know her a little bit more than I thought I wanted to get to know her. I just think that with dating, it's good to say what you desire. So I want this to go over. But there's certain things people do only when they love someone. And the high probability of you being in love the first date is just not high.
It's not. Yeah, you're right.
They're just things that I've learned. I'm older, so I just learned throughout dating and things of that.
I mean, I guess, but the fact of the matter is this: she wants something that she's not able to damn offer herself. And she's expecting somebody to accept it. And not looking at what a man's going to have to accept in the long run.
That nature. But let's continue. What are three flaws you have to work on?
Um, I think for myself is impatient. I'm very impatient with certain aspect. I kind of like microwavable effects. I'll say I'm pretty like grounded. So I'll say accountability with certain aspects, accountability, and I'm very shy. So getting out of my comfort zone. I'll say getting out of my comfort zone.
Everyone's saying tell him the first date. I don't agree to that because a lot of people ain't telling a lot of shit on the first date. How many
Exactly.
first dates?
First of all, that bullshit list was just trash. Like you didn't even damn. You basically think you perfect. And on the second part, there's some things that you shouldn't tell on the first date, which I agree. But the problem is what she's offering. She's not gonna get a first nor second date, and this interview right here is proving that.
Have you been on with a guy who don't have a job and has borrowed his friend's car? How many
Exactly.
dates have you been on with? I mean, y'all act like everyone is coming to the first date with a true resume of exchange. That is not true. That is
No.
not true. And again, if he asked and he asked, I don't think you should be talking about sex on the first date. So that's why I'm like, this shouldn't be
Exactly.
manipulative because why are we even like if you're trying to talk to me about sex on the first date, I'm looking at you as a red flag. Because why do you think on this first date, on this coffee or tea or whatever the hell it is, now you get to see between my legs? I don't think that's manipulative. And I also don't think everyone is sharing all the things on the first date. I got a baby mama who's crazy who gonna call me at 3 o'clock in the morning. Do we tell you that on the first date? Do we tell you that? I got a daddy who's in jail and he about to come home and gonna live with me for 3 months. Is that said on the first date? I don't think so. But back to you. You did the three flaws?
Sorry, what was that?
Did you do your three flaws?
Oh, yes, I did.
Okay. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Ashley?
I'll say because I'm very grounded in my morals and values. I have 3 more classes until I complete my graduate degree, and I'm going to go for my doctorate degree afterwards.
Really? Boy, let me repeat. Let me let her say that shit again.
Values. Say because I'm very grounded in my morals and values.
You're grounded in your morals and values. Okay, your morals and values. I just want to repeat that. Your morals and values. Okay.
I have 3 more classes until I complete my graduate degree, and I'm going to go for my doctorate degree afterwards.
My doctorate, my graduation, my I got 3 courses so I can finish my classes. Okay.
I'm very spontaneous, and I will say I guess I could have added this on my flaw. I am a giver, so that's something I have to work on.
You
But
Lady, again, you are not offering anything that will make it worthwhile for a man to wait for your box, to wait to actually get to know you and date you. You are offering nothing but some bullshit, and everybody sees it.
feel as though being a giver is a flaw?
depending on if it's, and I don't feel like it has to be reciprocated, but it's one of those things like when you could be talking to someone and you're so in love, and then you just when they mention something, you just want to buy it. So I say that's my flaw as well. I forgot to mention that, but it just depends. I feel like sometimes you can give, and then your cup is empty. So I always been a giver. I just have a big heart, and depending on the person, they can take advantage of that. But I just feel like in life, you just people will reap what they sow, and it's vengeance is up to the Lord. So I
Okay, I want y'all to hear. I want y'all to listen to this. So she just said she's a giver. Her stating that alone is a red flag Because I'm gonna say this: if you're a giver, if you're a giver and you want to receive, you don't say that you're a giver. You just do. Problem with her, she just said I'm a giver. So that means she's going to give, and if she doesn't receive, she's going to rub what she gave you in your face until you feel bad enough to go get her something. Okay? So she's going to rub it in your face. Oh, I gave you this. I did this for you. I did all of this for you. And meanwhile, this is the same woman that's going to rub it in your face if you don't get her something or surprise her with something on a special occasion. This is that exact type of woman.
I'm just very calm, very calm.
Okay. All right. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I'll say because I am a giver. I was raised very respectable. I'm very modest, and I'm into my church a lot. So I try to reflect a Proverbs 31 woman. So
Really, bitch? Again, she only said things that was about her. She doesn't say anything that's going to actually be worthwhile to a man. Now, God damn, that's a thick ass bulletproof glass. Shit. What is a Proverbs 31 woman? Okay. The Proverbs 31 woman is a woman who is described in Proverbs 31:10, well, verse 10 through 31 of the Bible. A woman of strength, valor, wisdom, who is praised by everyone around her. Some of her characteristics includes hardworking. She's not afraid of work and getting things done in the morning. Financially savvy. She is wise with her family's budget and makes the best use of what she has. Trusting in God, she honors God and trusts Him with her life. Courageous. She knows what she can control and understands God with the rest. And trusts God with the rest. I said understand, my bad. Generous. She treats her husband generously throughout her life. Helpful. She stretches out her hands and help the needy and provides for those around her. Wise. She speaks with wisdom and makes clear direct decisions based on God's guidance. So she just stated that she tries to reflect a Proverbs 31 woman. Now, hardworking. Okay, she was in the military. Okay, cool. Financially savvy. I doubt that she's financially savvy, especially looking at the way that she looks. Trusting in God. She's bringing up God a lot. But the problem is what she's talking about and what she's doing don't add up. Courageous. She might be courageous. I ain't gonna lie. Generous. She says she's a giver, but that generosity is conditional. As long as you are generous with her, she's generous with you. That's what she is. And I can already see that. And I don't even know this woman from a can of paint. Helpful. She claims that she's helpful, but the problem is her helpfulness isn't helpful. And her bringing up her degree, she's thinking that degree is going to be something that's going to be helpful, when in fact it's probably going to be a worthless piece of paper that's got her in $200,000 in debt. So that's that. And then wise. This woman ain't wise. This woman is not as wise as a damn penny on a damn table. She's not that wise. Because if she's saying that she lives as a Proverbs 31 woman, that Proverbs 31 woman would not have a child outside of wedlock currently, or she wouldn't have married her previous husband, talking about the first marriage in the military isn't a real marriage. Nobody would have said, she wouldn't have said that shit. So therefore, she is not a Proverbs 31 woman. Lie again, biatch.
that's why he will be lucky if he knows what it is.
Okay. Ashley, are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
I am not. I'm trying to restrain for the apps. I'm kind of old school. I like when people approach me in person. Even if I reject them, at least they had a courage enough to come up to me and approach me. But
So if you like people to come approach you in person, why in the fuck is your dumb ass on the damn dating show? I know what the name of this damn video gonna be. She says she's a godly woman, but she's not. She's a god. She says she's a godly woman, but she tried. Well, fuck it. I'm gonna name it something close to that. But this woman is not. This is some bullshit.
But maybe that would be something that I would do.
Well, I mean, essentially, you're on a dating app right now. We're just on Facebook instead of my app. So, what would be the difference?
I guess I think a lot of times.
Because I mean, anybody that reaches out to you is not going to be reaching out to you from in person. They'll be reaching out to you after seeing this video.
I think with the dating apps, a lot of times it's very misleading with people's intention. So they hear my intentions, they hear it loud and clear, and hopefully they can match what I'm trying to reciprocate.
Right.
You called into a dating show looking to date somebody, and you talking about you don't want to get on a dating app. This woman is slow.
And I understand that, and I respect. Oh shit! Hello. I understand. Hello. I think I got frozen. Am I back? Am I still frozen? Okay.
No, you're back.
Okay, am I back? Okay, I'm trying to see. It's kind of missing. Okay. What I'm saying to that is, yes, but if a person reaches out to you, they're not meeting you in person. They're meeting you because they saw you on the show.
Yes.
Right. So it's still, the only difference is instead of reaching out to you via Facebook, they'll be reaching out to you via the Kendra Singles dating app. So it's still kind of the same premise.
I'll see how this goes, and then
Well, you're gonna
that
have
would be.
to only give out your profile picture name for the app. So
Okay.
that's how the guy can reach out to you.
Okay. Well, I don't have the app, so.
Okay. Well, you could download it. I'm gonna tell you right now, Ashley is probably taken. So I suggest you take a different username.
Okay. I definitely
What
will.
would be your username?
Probably don't.
Yeah, this woman is slow. This woman is a pretend Christian, and what pisses me off is these wannabe Christians always want to sit here and talk about, I'm a Proverbs 31 woman. Meanwhile, their whole entire lifestyle doesn't fit that definition. I knew that was a load of bullshit when she said it. Now, tell me if I'm fucking wrong. Maybe I'm on the damn. Maybe I'm bugging, because apparently I'm known to make some mistakes. But let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong about this. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for listening. Damn, this motherfucker long as hell. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you guys for listening. Bye, guys.